Kirsty, Gallacher and Darren McCaffrey invited royal biographer Angela Levin onto GB News' Great British Breakfast to discuss reports Prince Harry is set to write a memoir. Angela accused the Duke of Sussex of wanting to get revenge on Prince William because his older brother is the heir to the throne. Angela said, "He's enjoying himself now. I think he feels strong and powerful. Don't forget he's always been the spare to the heir, and don't forget he can't do as well as William because William is going to be king. And I think he wants to get revenge, and I've seen in the last few months he's got a lot stronger, more demanding." When they were unveiling the statue of his late mother in Kensington Palace Gardens, he refused to come unless they agree to certain things that they didn't necessarily want. He feels he can get his own back. "I'm sorry to say this because he was a lovely man when I spent over a year with him to write his biography, but he's really turned," she continued. "It's ludicrous to say, 'I'm not going to write as a prince,' when he's still itching to retain his royal titles. He wants to have his daughter baptized in Windsor when the Queen has time. So it's not like fixing a date and letting her decide. It's sort of a quiet bullying. I think Meghan is with him, who's also very angry with the royal family," she added. Kirsty remarked, "You praised him as a young man. Which I agree with. I have met him a few times, Prince Harry. When you said HES turned, what do you mean by that? Do you mean because of Meghan? For me, there's a sort of slight bitterness which makes me very sad. Would you agree with that?" Angela replied, "Well, HES often looked extremely unhappy, and I think his main goal is to keep Meghan happy. Which is fair enough. A husband wants to please his wife, nothing wrong with that. But her demands are very high and it's quite hard. So I think one reason why he lied in the Oprah Winfrey interview, when he agreed with Meghan, that they got married 3 days before the actual wedding. Meghan has got a slight excuse that she wouldn't know that in this country. You have to have 2 witnesses. You have to be in a certain place. You can't just go into any old room and get married. Whereas Harry absolutely does, and he said, 'Yes, there was just the 3 of us, the Archbishop, Meghan and I. So I think he will go a long way to please her, and that's a real example.' What worries me is that the ruder he is, the easier it is for him to carry on being more rude, if you see what I mean, and say more things and get people more upset about it," Angela said. "Why do we care? We've heard so much from this man over the last 2 years. God knows what he's got to say about his life. Does anyone really care what HES got to say?" Darren asked. "Well, it's his genetic pain perhaps that is still running through his veins and he wants to get rid of. More and more there seems a lot coming, and HES seen a very good reaction to it," she answered. "I think it's a tragedy that he wants to be the real bad boy. Had said to me when he went to Eton he wants to be a bad boy, and now he wants to be a bad grown-up, and I think it's a way of getting publicity which they're both after all the time."